Welcome back to this second of this Functional Skills Maths Level 2 legacy paper. So compared to Level 1, there are some step changes in how some of the questions are asked. And this is a good example of that. So, Section B, it's electrical company. There's going to be a theme running through. Let's read the question. Josh is a product designer for an electrical company. He designs a new table lamp. Josh will use plastic to make the lamp. He uses his formula to work out the amount of plastic needed. So, P equals B squared plus 2BH. P is the amount of plastic needed, centimetres squared. B is the length of the base, centimetres. And H is the slope height. The length of the base of the lamp will be 13 centimetres. The slope height of the lamp will be 34 centimetres. Josh thinks the amount of plastic needed will be less than 1,000 centimetres squared. Is he correct? Why do we think? Firstly, RTFQ, read the question. The first question, or the question here, is half answered for you, but you do need to split the formula down. Hang on, you're all going, formula, complicated. Not at all. Take a step backwards. Let's look. So the first part of the formula, we're ignoring P equals, that's bit we're ignoring. We are looking at B squared. Right? Sake of argument, we'll call it B. All right? When we see a symbol like this, B, with a little 2, think back to area. We were squaring something. We're timesing it almost by itself. We are timesing it by itself. So B2 means multiplying by itself. Okay, what's B? B is the length of the base. Look back at the question. The length of the base of the lamp will be 13 centimetres. So B is 13 centimetres. And all we are doing is timesing 13 by 13 equals 169 centimetres squared. First part done. And the answer was right in front of you. Next part, 2BH. When you see things like this, it means they're multiplied. They're not added, they're not subtracted, they're not divided. No gaps in between means multiplication. So as we can see with the example how I've broken it down here, 2BH means 2 times B times H. 2 is a figure on its own. We haven't got to worry about that one. B, let's look back. Remember, base of the lamp, 13 centimetres represented by B. H is slope height. Look back, it says slope height of the lamp, 34 centimetres. So we have, again, the figures we need to work with right in front of us. Well, then all we're doing is 2 times 13 times 34 gives us 884 centimetres squared. Then we have that little plus sign in the middle. We have B2 plus 2BH, which means we're adding the B2, or the B squared, which is 169 centimetres squared, to 2 times B times H, which is 884 centimetres squared. Comes out at 1,053 centimetres squared. There's our answer. So the answer is no, because 1,053 centimetres squared of plastic is going to be required. Again, take some time out, put everything on pause, sit, reflect, and have a look through that question. And break it down a little bit without peace and quiet, without my voice in the background. With this question, it's going to all be about ratio. Let's read the question. Josh wants to make the lamp purple. He will use dye to make the plastic purple. We'll mix red dye with green dye and blue dye in a ratio of 9 to 3 to 15 to make purple dye. Josh uses 30 litres of green dye. How many litres of purple dye will Josh make with 30 litres of green dye? Show a check to your working. Don't ever read the question for a start. It's not as complicated as you originally think. We have a ratio of 9 red, 3 green, 15 blue. Add 9 plus 3 plus 15 ratio of 27, or the full bound of 27 with those numbers added together. Hang on a second. 3. It's 30 litres. So the green is a ratio of 3, which has to mean it's 10 litres. 30 litres in total. 30 litres divided by 3 gives us 10 litres. That's useful. So from that, we can actually work out that ratio of 1 is 10 litres. All we then have to do is 27 times 10 equals 270 litres. Or another method, everything is all in tens. If you break this question down, which I just mentioned, red is 90 litres, green dye is 30 litres, and blue is 150 litres. 30, 90 and 150 together gives you 270 litres, which gives you the same outcome. Don't forget to add litres or your question could be marked wrong. What I would suggest you do again is take some time out, put my voice on pause, read through the question again, break it down in your own mind in peace and quiet, and then you can actually see how this one comes together. Again, we're looking back now, we have the famous let's check your answer question on this as well. And if you look, essentially, I've just reversed everything. 270 litres minus blue dye 150, red dye 90 equals 30 litres at the end. Okay? Again, time out, put on pause, have a read through this question without me talking. Moving on. The next question is going to follow. There's going to be some instances where we need to use rounding up or rounding down. Now, that's something in an earlier video that's already been touched on, but we're now going to look at it in a little bit more depth. Decimals. We're looking to round 2.8427865 to two decimal places. Two numbers are required after the decimal point. The third number after the decimal point is the decider. So it's 2.842. The decider is 2. This is less than 5. So therefore, we will round our answer down. So thinking back, this is something similar we came to with the railways and the stones that were required. And it was something like 74.4 containers was the answer. But that wasn't going to work. This is sort of the next stage on how we work these type of things out. So what we're looking at is 2.842. We want to make sure it's the nearest figure, and because it's less than 5, it will go to 2.84. If it, for example, is 2.846, which we'll touch on the next question, it would have gone up to 2.85. Excuse me. Remember, 1 to 4, we always go down. 5 to 9, we always. Now, this is question 5. Kirash works in the finance department of the company. He has lit information about prices of similar lamps. So we have lamps listed A, B, C, D, E, F. The prices 27, 90, £25.50, so on and so forth. Kirash needs to set the price of the lamp Josh designed. He will set the price at 5/4 of the median price of the 6 lamps. What price should Kirash set for the lamp Josh designed? Okay, let's think. We discussed averages earlier, didn't we? We discussed the median. It's the one in the middle. So, start off with put all the prices in order. So we have £25.50 being the lowest, ranging all the way up to £41.50. There are 6 prices in total. So we cross in, so we cross off the £25.50, we cross off the £41.50, we cross off the £27.90, we cross off the £36.40, and the 2 prices in the middle are £29.60 and £33.80. Add these together, £3.40. To find the middle of these two, middle price, £63.40 divided by 2 gives us £31.70. Okay, just park that for a moment. So, how do we find 5/4? Interesting, because really that is 1 1/4, but we're needing to find 5/4. So we had something similar in a previous video, whereby we needed to find a third of something, and that was the figure divided by 3 gave us our third. What we have here is 4. So to find a quarter, all we need to do is take our £31.70, which is our median middle price, divide that by 4. That gives us £7.925, or 7.925. How do we find the 5 quarters? Well, all we do now is take that £7.925, times that by 5, which just gives us 39.625. Half P's don't exist anymore. We don't have them. The coins went out very many years ago. So what we need to do is looking at rounding this figure off. Remember what we said earlier? 4 and below goes down, 5 and below goes up. So £39.625 rounded up to £39.63. Therefore, the price that needs to be set is £39.63. Right, so let's look at question 6. You can already see with my comments there quite quickly. This one caught me out when I was originally looking through it. So let's see if I can stop you falling into the same hole, so to speak. So Kirash begins to write a report about the number of laptops sold. Just looking at the left-hand side of the screen now, he draws the graph. We can see we have numbers of lamps sold and months of the year so far. Kirash uses the trend line in this graph to predict the number of lamps that will be sold in June. He knows that the profit for each lamp sold is £14.50. Estimate the profit from the sales of the lamps in June. Your initial thought might be just to go to where the line actually stops on the graph. That's what you think. Right. In fact, it needs to go all the way right up to the very end of June, so you're extending the line all the way up the graph. That means roughly the line will roughly end on 630. Remember, at this point we're estimating. So it doesn't have to be exact. So that line will eventually roughly end up on 630 if you carry drawing it up. Ruler, give it a go. So in fact, this now comes quite a straightforward question, which is really good. We take 630 lamps times £14.50, which is the profit for each one, which gives us a figure of £9,135. The estimated profit is £99,135. That is how simple and straightforward this question actually is. You want to read more into it, but don't. It's actually just take the ruler, measure the line up, and I'll give you roughly 630. But as I said before, don't forget to put the pound sign or your answer may be marked wrong and you don't want to lose points. And yep, go back to this question as well, which follows on. It's how suitable is estimate? Give a reason. Well, it's actually quite simple. It looks it, I know. You just need to write a brief sentence and the estimate is suitable because the trend line is going up. If we were estimating, say, 630 lamps and the trend line was starting to wobble and it was actually starting to go down, then that estimate would not be suitable because we'd be selling less than would be estimated and would be expected. So therefore, we'd be getting a false figure. Again, take some time, reflect on this question, put everything on pause, play the little graph bit back, I'll put the little graph bit back, put it on pause, have a break for my voice, and again, read and digest the question a bit more.